Good morning. It is bright and early here at the airport today. At about 2 o'clock, I'll be in Santo Domingo, Dominican Republic. It's my favorite part of my job, visit the families and see the impact of our program in their lives. Can't wait to be there. Doesn't feel real.
Hey, after 2 years of being locked down because of the pandemic, we're finally getting on the road. Unbound is back to visiting families, taking care of ourselves, but also taking care of them. Danica from the United States, Oscar from Guatemala, and myself, Henry from Colombia, are traveling together to the Dominican Republic for the next 11 days, in which we're going to visit dozens of sponsored families to learn about their resilience, to learn about their life, to learn about everything that they've been doing and all the potential that they have. So stay with us, travel with us, and we're going to be learning a lot from these families.
Reporting trips are all about listening to our sponsored families. We want to hear their life stories and the impact of sponsorship in their lives. But more than anything, we want to give them a chance to have a voice and be heard. This week, we visited 11 sponsored families, and each family had their own unique story. But they all shared a common message. A little bit of help can make a big impact. First, we visited Delcia, a lovely lady and mother to 3 Unbound sponsored children. She works as a janitor at a nearby school and earns extra income through her bottled seasoning business. Unbound donated a food processor for her business, and it's helped her make her seasonings quicker and more efficiently. Delcia welcomed us into her home with fresh plantain tamales, and they were delicious. While we were there, we interviewed Delcia's son Raul, who has been sponsored since he was 11 years old. He's now a student in college and set to graduate soon with a dream of being a mathematics professor. Raul owns a coconut juice business just a few blocks from their home and uses the money he earns for school expenses. Raul was so kind and he let us try the tasty coconut juice.
Well, how long have you been driving, and describe a little bit of where we are?
We drove almost an hour and a half, I think, from where we were. And we're a little bit more in a rural area, a little bit more farmland. It's really pretty, very tropical. And the road out to this place was a little bit bumpy, but not too bad. We are at the home of a sponsored member, Alexis. We are here to interview the mother, Alejandra.
Alejandra's husband got sick during the pandemic and their expenses increased. But she didn't panic. She went to an Unbound meeting that presented different ideas on how to start a business from home, and so she started selling ice cream, juices, sweet rice, and other treats to her community. Before she knew it, she had a grocery store. Unbound wanted to help boost her new business and donated products to fill the shelves. Alejandra's story is one of many examples that Unbound isn't just a sponsorship organization. Support goes beyond the sponsored child and positively affects the entire family. After a good interview and quick photo shoot, we hit the road again. We took a pit stop to take some landscape photos, and then we were back on the road. The next day, Oscar and I went to meet 3 mothers who started an Agents of Change project in their community. We heard how and why they started the project, and then they took us across the street to see the beautifully built basketball court for ourselves. There were already dozens of kids, sponsored and unsponsored, playing on the court. It's obvious from the number of kids, youth, and teenagers that this court is a popular spot to play. And here's another example of how a little bit of help can make a significant impact. The community now has a safe place for kids of all ages to play. We met up with Henry, who just interviewed 85-year-old sponsored elder Esperanza. who expressed so much gratitude for her sponsors.
Wow! Bravo!
Once again, we hit the road for our next story.
We are here at the Unbound office. Henry just interviewed Yomara. She's been a sponsored child, and now she works for Unbound at the office. We are gonna get some footage of her doing her work and some photos.
Yohumara said in her interview, Unbound allows one to fulfill their dream, both professionally and as a family. We left with our hearts full of inspiration. The second half of the trip, we interviewed 5 Unbound mothers who were also business owners. They were all able to improve their businesses through the support of Unbound. We met Flobel, who can now store more products in her fridge, Hermania, who improved her empanada street cart, Luisa, who updated the flooring and walls inside her cafeteria, Giselle, who can now offer hair drying services in her salon, and Dulce, who received a refrigerator for her restaurant. Dulce told us, "Do not cut your dreams short. Keep on going." And so we will. Next up on our list is Costa Rica. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up, and make sure you're subscribed to Unbound's YouTube channel so you won't miss the next episode of See You on the Road. To see more stories and videos from around the Unbound world, visit living.unbound.org and be sure you're following us on our social media channels. I'll see you in Costa Rica. Bye!